Hey Overland Travel Adventurers, today I'm going to take the doors off of the Jeep Gladiator and I'm going to put the Gladiator Trail Doors on. So come with me and I'll show you how I do it. Alright, so on the 2020 Jeep Gladiator I've installed the trail doors from Gladiator, and I like them. They're beefy, and I was able to adjust them and make them rattle free, which is pretty common with trail doors and something that you need to do. So they work well. They've got this, you can see it here, this handle latch to get in and out. Works well. It uses the same bolts to attach the door. Right there, as you would the standard door, and then on the inside it's pretty simple. You pull off the panels and disconnect your plugs right here, and then you can hook your trail door straps on, and it works really well. So trail doors are awesome. As soon as the weather got nice, the trail doors went on, and we even took them out to Prairie City and practiced our off-roading with the trail doors on. So it's pretty easy. This is the plug from the door, and you're gonna put it just right back up in here. It slides in here and clicks, and you have a little disconnector here. You can push that tab in, slide it down, and it will come undone. So really easy. And you know, you bought a Jeep, so heck, take the doors off. This is one of the coolest things about it, is the doors come off. I know the Bronco is going to be able to do this, and they've done some interesting things with the new Bronco as far as leaving the mirrors, and I'll talk about that when we talk about the front doors. But that's pretty cool. Just be careful. It's all plastic, so you don't want to mess anything up, but if you take your time, just pops right in. Also different than what you might have seen on the JK is on the JL and the JT is you do have these door hinges that hold the door open, and you got to put those back on there. And I just, when I take the doors off, I just put this bolt back in there. If you're coming from a Jeep JK to the JL or the JT, you'll notice that they've made these doors out of aluminum, which is awesome for the simple fact that they are much easier to take off, they're much lighter, and you can easily carry them. Let's go look at where I store these when they're not on the Jeep. So I had room on the side of the house, and I leave the doors covered up, but I found these door holder brackets that are really cool. You bolt them into a strong surface, and then they basically got the door mounts here, and you just take your trail doors or the doors off your Jeep and just plug them in there. And then this is outside of my house, it's inside my fence, so it's secure, but I just throw a motorcycle cover over all of it, and it's pretty good. One of the things that happens when you take your doors off and put trail doors on, or just take your doors off in general, is you lose your rearview mirrors. So I found these really cool, this really cool option from Lang. I got these at CJ Pony Parts. There's several options. These trail doors even have a mount for mirrors, but they were so back ordered and sold out, I ended up going with the Lang option, and I like it. It's just got a little bolt, well, plastic knob here. You go and turn it, and then the mirrors will pop out, and this stays attached to the Jeep. So in order to remove the bolts that hold the doors on, you need a Torx 50, so a T50. And that'll fit right on those bolts. So on the front doors, it's basically the same process as the rear doors, but you have a little bit bigger plug here, and it just goes up into this connector. And so you gotta get it lined up, and then that will engage, and it clicks down. Then you have a red tab here you slide up. So to get it off, push that red tab up to unlock, and then if you need to, you might need to get a flathead screwdriver or something to pull this white piece up, and then this will just disengage, pull it down. So there you go. And then you just rehook your door strap on, kind of wiggle it down, get on there nice and good. Again, you have a piece of plastic here, trim piece, and just kind of work it on there. All good. And now we've got the stock doors reinstalled. Always make sure you open and close them, check your locks, everything, because you are installing your doors. Also, when you take them off, roll your windows down, makes it easier to carry them and keeps that window glass inside of your door. So just a little tip. So one thing that happened to me when I was putting the trail doors on for the first time is I couldn't get the hinge bolt to really engage with the trail door. I futzed with it, tried to finger tighten it, it just wouldn't catch, tried to put pressure on it, wouldn't catch. So what ultimately worked is I just took a hammer, gently tapped on this to knock it up, and then it caught and it was perfect. So when you're taking your stock doors on and off, be super careful. You are dealing with, you know, something from the factory, it's painted, you don't want to scratch it up, you don't want to ding it. So just be aware that when it releases out of those hinges, it's going to pop out, so be ready for that. And then if you put the doors on basically perpendicular, you avoid hitting that hinge and you avoid hitting the door holder that holds it open, and you can work with it a little bit easier. Also, with your windows down, like I mentioned earlier, it's easier to put your arm through here and grab the door. So this is a great tool. It's an electric socket ratchet. I keep it in the Jeep all the time, and it helps me get all those Jeep Torx bolts on and off quickly for taking the top off, the doors off. But I really love this thing. So it might be something to pick up, throw under your seat.
Hey, if you're still watching, you're awesome. Thank you so much. I hope this helped. I tried to give you all the tips and tricks that I could think of for doing your tube/trail doors on your Jeep JL or Jeep JT Gladiator. And I've got a lot more content coming on the Gladiator. I've done a lot of stuff to the build, so come back and join us. Thanks.